guys, so today I'm here to share with you a declutter. I don't know what this finger was doing, but I'm doing a two-part declutter. So I'm going to do face products and then I'm going to do like eyes and lip products because my collection isn't that big. I mean, I have a big collection, but like it's not that massive that I need like an individual video for each portion. And I just kind of like making them a little bit bigger, so they are going to be a little bit longer videos. Try and do my best. I don't have a lot of products that I want to get rid of, but I do have quite a few that I'm like, when I'm like looking at my collection, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could just get rid of this. Like, I don't ever use it. I also want to do another one with brushes and stuff too, because I feel like I could get rid of some of that and beauty tools. I'm just in the decluttering mode, so we'll just see what I get together. But for now, this is face products. So without further ado, let's hop right in and declutter some makeup. So these are all the primers that I own. I only have 4, which is really surprising. Like, I'm just not a big primer person. When I find a primer that I like, I usually just stick to it. So I really have liked all of these primers. My favorite is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. You guys know this. I talk about this product a lot. It's got a nice pump. It's an illuminating primer. You can tell that it lays on its side in my drawer. But I'm probably like, have like this much left of it. Like, I have used it a lot. I have a really, it's like $40, so I don't know if I can repurchase it right now because it's so expensive, but I love this primer. But the reason why I have this one is because I'm trying to compare it. This is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. This one is like, oh, $10, $11, $12. So it still is really expensive for the amount that you get. But this primer is pretty comparable to this one. I'm trying to figure it out still. If I like it, I think I like the Becca one just the slightest bit more because this one is very white when you pump it out, whereas this one's like this tone that it's in the bottle. And so this one makes your face look kind of silvery. You can't really see it under foundation, but I think I just like the Becca one just the slightest bit more. But I'm still trying to compare those two, so I like both of those. I'm going to keep all these. And this Maybelline Master Prime, this is a Blur and Smooth. I love this one if I want a blurring primer, a mattifying primer. This is great. And then I also have this NYX Pore Filler. This one is great for like major pores. So I wouldn't put this all over my face, but like my T-zone, on my nose, my chin, those sorts of areas, that is where I would put this primer because it is very pore filling and I really like it. So this one really blurs and smooths, but this one really fills in the pores. So I'm keeping all 4 of these, which I'm okay with because I love all 4 of them. They're completely different. They're not like repeated, and yeah. These are all my foundations. Okay, well this is like a foundation drop, so I won't count that. Foundations, and then we have BB cream. 17 foundations, 2 BB creams, and a mix and drop. That is a little excessive. The thing is though, you guys, I love all of these, so this is going to be so hard. So my favorite is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. I'm obviously going to keep that because that's like the best foundation ever. Like my absolute diehard favorite. Another one I'm going to keep is the Revlon Color Stay. I love this. It's a little light for me right now, but I am getting paler because it's winter. Another one I love, the e.l.f. Flawless Finish. So this one is almost gone, but there's still stuff in it, so I am going to use it up and keep it, but then I'll repurchase it. But this one, diehard favorite. Another one that I've actually, well, okay, this one, Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte. Love this foundation a lot. Gonna definitely keep that one. You guys, I just love a lot of these. This CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, I've been trying out. I really have been enjoying this. It's a very, not very natural, but it is more of a natural finish. It does make my skin almost oily sometimes. Not like that. It's just because it's so, it's like got a lot of vitamins, and I noticed my skin does get a little oily when I use this, so I want to kind of play around with it more. I haven't had this for very long, just like, I've had it for a couple weeks, but I've used it probably like maybe 10 times. I don't even think I've used it 10 times, so I do want to play around with that more. Okay, I am going to keep this one. This is a very dark one, the Fiona Styles Matte Finish, but I love using this to mix in with light foundations. Like, it is so dark. You guys, I use this foundation like almost every day to mix in with other foundations, so I definitely am keeping that. To get rid of this, the number 7 Stay Perfect. The reason why, this is so dark for me, and it's not even like, okay, it's in the shade Cool Ivory. It's not that it's dark, it's that it is very, and I don't think it's going to come across very well. It's very gray, and it just makes it look too dark. I think Warm Ivory would be perfectly fine. I've heard their shades are funky in this, but this one, Cool Ivory, is just very gray. Like, can you see that? Can you see the gray tone in it? I don't know if you can. Well, it is very gray tone, and I never reach for this. Like, I've never worn this one day in my entire life, just like throughout the day. I try it on my face and I take it off, or I have to mix it, and I just never like how it looks because of the color. I want to try this foundation out because everybody loves it so much, but I cannot wear it because it is so gray. So I'm getting rid of. Look at that. Proud moment. You guys, I've tried and tried and tried to like this foundation. I can never like this foundation. It's not even that I hate it. It's just meh. I don't know what it is about this foundation. I just cannot get into it. I have 2 shades because I thought like, okay, that I have a really dark shade. I'm like, okay, well, it's too dark. That's probably why I'm not really like getting into it. So then I tried a different shade. I have W3 and N2. Right now I probably am a mixture of the two. In the summer I'm W3, in the winter I'm N2. It's just, there's just something about this foundation. It's just not, I don't know, I want to keep it and keep trying it, but every time I have it, I just don't reach for it and I don't enjoy it and I keep hanging on to it. And then I watch a video and somebody's like, I like this foundation. I just can't get into it. I'll just set it here for now. Okay. The Maybelline Fit Me Do It. I really have been enjoying this. Now it's going to be too dark for me because I am definitely getting paler as it is getting winter in Minnesota here. But I do love this foundation. Another one is the Milani Conceal Perfect. This is a little dark now, but I love this for if I want 100% full coverage, like you can't see anything through this layer of makeup on your face foundation. So if I want that, I go for this one. This one, I love this foundation. This L'Oreal Pro Matte, or L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I also love the Pro Glow. The problem is, every time, Pro Matte, Pro Glow, whatever I wear, it breaks me out, you guys. Every time I wear this, it breaks me out, and it makes me so sad. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. I cannot afford to keep trying, because I'm like, oh, next time I'm like, oh, I'll try it again. Let's see if it breaks me out. It breaks me out. I've only worn this one once, but I don't want to do it again because I had this under the skin pimples that were so bad. And my skin is already breaking out right now and I'm trying to figure out what it is that's causing it. So I'm going to pass this on. And I'm sad because I love that foundation, but I just can't deal with it. This Rimmel Clean Finish, I was going to think about keeping it because I was like, yeah, I want to give it more of a chance because I haven't really tried it very much, and when I did try it, it was just like whatever. And it is very light for me. It's got this like paddle, and you can find this at Walmart for like literally $2 or $3. Nobody talks about it really at all, and it's really old. I mean, it's like it's not old. I don't have it old, but it's like a older foundation that's just a classic, just plain Jane, nothing fancy. I want to try it and put it to the test again to see what I think about it, but I never use it. Like ever. And it's too light, that's why I don't try it right now. But like, it's just, I have other ones that I like better. So I might as well just get rid of it. Why keep it? Why keep it? Okay, this Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. I do like this one for the summertime. It is a little bit more of a fuller coverage, but I do like it. And if I need to, I will mix in these. I might as well just tell you these drops. These are the Hard Candy Mix In Pigment Drops. I like these for mixing into lightening my foundation. So I'm keeping both of these. This foundation I want to try more because I haven't really, but it is so light in Soft Ivory. This is way too light for me. Like, I don't even know if I can wear this in the winter. It is so light. I'm keeping this though to try it out. Okay, now I feel like I should get rid of this one because I've had this one for a long time. I've had this one for like over a year now. Now I'm gonna keep this because I don't want to buy a new one and it's pretty full. Keeping the Garnier Skin Active BB Cream. I'm also keeping the CoverGirl one because I love this. This is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse in Classic Ivory. You guys, I've like hardly used this. Like, I put this on my face one day. Like, I've never... you see how it keeps balling? It is so hard to figure out how to blend it into your skin because it balls up. So like, you almost have to blend it in with your fingers and then you can pat it in with a beauty blender. But it's like... It's so matte too. This one is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting. I don't mind this one. This one's a really thick, full coverage, but it's not bad. I don't use it very often, but it's kind of like the Milani one, but it's a little bit lighter. So I'm going to keep this one. just gonna get rid of these. I just cannot get into them, and if I really want to try it again, I can always go back to the store and buy another one. So I'm gonna get rid of it. The reason why I'm just debating, because I have only had this for not too long and I've only worn it like once. So I want to try it more. But I don't ever want to reach for it when I look at it. I am going to actually keep this. I'm not ready to pass it on yet because I still want to try it out. I don't like that I'm keeping that many, but when I look at these, I genuinely love like all of these. Or I am like trying out one of these. Or whatever. So like when I look at these, these just don't make me happy. They just seem like duds, extra things in my collection. So that's why I am kind of glad of getting rid of. I genuinely love all of these. The ones that I'm like more haven't had a chance to play with as much would probably be these. But then again, like these are more mix-in ones. These are BB creams. So honestly, I'm only keeping 2, 4, 6, 8 foundations, which is still a lot of foundations, but I'm only keeping 8. 3 I'm trying, 2 are BB creams, and 2 are mix-ins. So that's not too terrible. I can get by with that. This It Cosmetics CC cream, I've had this for well over a year and a half. I really love this though. I'm keeping this because I really do enjoy this. Getting rid of this. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. I did a review on this and I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel. It's kind of okay if you don't get the liquidy part. It is not supposed to be like this. Literally, like, you get the cream and then you get the oiliness. Like, what is this? Now, this creamy part, holy cow, I would not even mix that in with the foundation. That is way too much. That's why you usually get, like, the liquidy part, so it's, like, not as much. But then when you get the liquidy, it is so oily. That is so pretty, though. But it just does not combine. This is horrible. Getting rid of. This is going to be hard because I like use every single one of these, so I don't think I'm going to really get rid of much. I'm keeping this because I'm still kind of playing with it. It's the only dark circle thing I have. I've heard it's not the, like, I haven't tried other dark circle products, so I can't compare. It's not bad right now, so I want to keep it so that if I do get more, I can compare it to this one, and if I don't like it, I'll get rid of it. I've heard it's not the greatest from some videos, but I've also heard that it's not bad, so I don't think it's that bad, but I also haven't tried other ones to compare it to right now. This is the green, the Maybelline Master Camo, the green concealer I'm keeping for the redness. I do enjoy that. Okay, I have 2 of these Maybelline Fit Me's, 15 and 10. 15 is fair, 10 is light. This is I'm keeping because it's full and it's going to be perfect for the winter. I am literally scraping out of this one, and I enjoy this one so much. But I would say I'm going to keep this, but I am literally like, there's like nothing in here, so I'm just going to get rid of this. Ready to go, Hope. Keeping this, there's literally like this much left. I haven't even had that long, the Maybelline Dream Lumi. I love this concealer though. You twist it, but I just don't want to. This one is pretty dark, like this one, like a darker shade. Yeah, look at how similar that is. So good. Keeping this one, getting it on. Love my Age Rewind for under my eyes. This Maybelline Superstay is not a bad one either, and I'm going to keep it. It is a little bit lighter, but I really don't mind it. Also, the Maybelline Master Conceal. This is great if you want a more, not full coverage, but if you want a little bit more of a coverage concealer, but not too thick. Like, this one's really, I got a lot. This one's a good covering one. For like, you can use this one under your eyes, but if you want one for like heavy duty acne spots, this is a really thick one, and I would not stick this one under your eyes because this one's like way thicker. So I am going to keep this one too, I think, because I haven't used this one recently. I do have a kind of a light shade in this, which I wish it was a little darker because I don't really want a brightening concealer on my acne when I'm trying to hide it. But this is a very intense coverage, so I really do like that. And then this one's good too. Getting rid of 2, keeping 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's okay. Here are all like my powders, the loose and then pressed. I feel like I have more. My favorite, e.l.f. finishing powder. I love this. I have Hip Hand, clearly, but it's just one of my favorites. This is a very nice, natural, thin powder, and it just looks great. Keeping this one for sure. I just got this Laura Geller one sent to me, and the packaging is already broken. I have been playing around with it a little bit. I do enjoy this. I wouldn't say it's anything life-changing. Let me swatch it compared to the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat. I do think that the NYX one has a little bit, I would say it has a little more coverage. The NYX one does have a little more coverage, and it is a little more yellow tone and brightening. I am going to keep both. I'm still playing with the Laura Geller one, and the NYX one I really do enjoy. It's one of my favorites. I repurchased. CoverGirl Clean Matte Powder. I still have that thing. I just never... I got this sent to me. Never really got into this powder. I broke the thing too. I played with this powder a lot, but every time I used it, I just never really like, you know, this is disgusting. I should just toss this. I'm checking that. But every time I use this powder, it just never like wowed me. Like it didn't make me want to reach for it again. Going away. Goodbye. Since I have 2 powder foundations, I would like to keep a second setting powder, just a translucent one. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte. I really do enjoy this. And since I'm getting rid of the CoverGirl matte one, I would like to keep this one. And I love it. So keeping to getting rid of one of those. Then I have my loose setting powder. This number 7 one is the best loose setting powder. I love this. Keeping. This e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I always go back and forth with this on declutter videos, and honestly, probably since the last time I did a declutter, I have not played with it since. You guys, this is the silkiest powder though. Why don't I ever use, oh my gosh. Why don't I ever use this? It is so smooth. I am going to pass this on though. It's very white. It does blend out perfectly fine, but I'm just going to get rid of it. This has definitely changed. It's like the e.l.f. HD powder. I mean, the same thing, but like this is all changed. I don't think it's white casted anymore. It was in sheer. So I'm just going to pass it on because I don't ever use it. This is the Codier Spun. I am going to keep playing with this. This is the messiest powder I've ever seen in my entire life. I got rid of the puff because I just didn't want it. But this powder, you guys, is so messy. Oh, yep. Did you see that? Yeah. It's not a bad one. It does, can you tell, it has a little bit of white cast. It smells like baby powder. This one's very silky fine too. Yeah. So I'm still playing with it. I haven't had it for that long. This powder. This is the Wet n Wild Coverall Press Powder. Probably gonna get rid of it because I don't ever reach for it. And it's nothing like that great. I'm gonna get rid of it because I have all these other powders that I love more. So, and it's almost gone. Okay. Oh, you guys, I forgot another powder. Oh my gosh. This is the e.l.f. Like loose under eye setting powder. I love this. I've been trying it out lately and I've really been enjoying it. So I am keeping that. Sorry, I keep forgetting powders. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Stay tuned for my part 2, which is all of the eye products and lip products. And yeah, and then I think I'm gonna have a brushes one too. If you enjoyed Declutters, please thumbs it up. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.